Welcome to another action-packed episode of Special Moments with Stevie D. By action-packed, I mean an episode full of learning modules and educational lectures. Because of the money I lost investing in housing developments built along the Mississippi River floodplain, I'm out of money. Nobody ever told me hurricanes are common in the Gulf Coast. Duh. So my financial advisor, Jared Kushner, suggested I recoup my losses by starting a fake university and bilk some unlucky suckers, some intelligent students. Hey, it worked for Donald Trump until he was forced to pay a settlement of $25 million in fines. But Jared assured me that would not happen to Stevie D. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does Stevie D know? Not a hell of a lot. But because of money, I have been elevated to an intellectual leader of academia. Or is it macadamia? I don't know the difference. But now that you're asking, Stevie D University offers such in-depth courses as the cast of Duck Dynasty and their contributions to American literature, math is too hard, have someone else do it, and of course, geography. Russia, that inconsequential little country somewhere east. Or is it west? I was never good with geography either. Anyway, today's course is our most popular. Fearing People Who Are Different, a guide to white male domination and how to profit from it. Joining me online is our first class. I will now read attendance. My first student speaking to us from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Please welcome Ms. Beatrice LaFontaine.
Thank you very much for having me here from my beautiful province of Nova Scotia on the Atlantic Ocean, where I'm the first person in my 15-sibling family to obtain a PhD in government relations from the beautiful Dalhousie University. And I am here because I'm intrigued, actually appalled at what is going on in the U.S. So before we authorize building a wall, I need to understand where all of this train wreck is coming from. I need to understand about white male domination. What does that mean? How can we protect ourselves from this?
That's all right. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much. We'll be back to you in just a minute. My next student from San Jose, California, Mr. William Federico Hammerschmidt.
Well, and I was thinking, do we build a wall, or do you build a wall, or do they build a wall? You know, maybe it's not just us. Maybe we shouldn't build a wall. Maybe they should build a wall, because we are not always perfect. We are not always in a good mood, but we are the most artistic. We are the most gifted.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Federico Hammerschmidt. We'll be back with you in just a couple of quick minutes. And my last student today is speaking to us from somewhere over the equator, Mr. Richard C. Mayberry, RFD. Just joking.
Here. I'm here.
Okay.
It's a great honor, Stevie D. Thank you. Listen, I was I was kicked out of Trump University and Oral Roberts University, but when I saw your email blast that offered a free Sony Walkman just for clicking accept to Stevie D Online University, I knew that you were the man to control my future. My future is in your hands. It's an honor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayberry. You know those film strips about gravel they used to show us in elementary school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, those were more interesting than you.
No.
All right. So as you could see, we're going to have some very unintelligent students here today, and it will be my obligation and responsibility to make sure they leave here with less knowledge than when they came in. At this time, please welcome our own in-house entertainment, Mr. What? What do you mean he's stuck in traffic? Oh, come on. Did you book that guy? All right, we're gonna be back. We're gonna see these commercials and we'll be right back in just a minute. Thanks. Where'd you find this guy? He's supposed to be here now. Come on. Oh my God. Hey everybody, it's me, Stevie D, your host, your celebrity, the guy you love, right? Well, listen, there are a lot of people out there who don't really love me. In fact, there are a lot of people who hate my guts. They'd like to just beat the crap out of me. And you know why? Because they're jealous. They're jealous that I am so famous, I'm the most famous unknown celebrity in the world, not just in like Iowa or somewhere, but in the freaking world. So anyway, I just want to tell everybody as a public service announcement, don't bag on me, bag on the haters, the people who hate me, because I'm Stevie D. I'm the best. Okay, this has been a public service announcement. Thank you. See you soon. Hey, I'll see you real soon if you're an attractive female. I mean, not that I care. I don't, yeah. All right, goodbye. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Q. You may know me from such conspiracy theories as Pizzagate, and Betty White is truly a lizard person who wants to absorb our brainwaves. Now, the public has a misconception of our mission. Sure, we want to intimidate war widows and frighten children with the severed head of Scooby-Doo, but we also support programs to refurbish our historic covered bridges and rebuild our fragile coastal sandbars and reading to children in libraries. Now, of course, what we read to them is Ann Coulter, but we do read to children. Once again, this is QAnon, letting the American people know we're for you.
Hey, boys and girls, it's Uncle Stevie D here. Love you guys, and I'm really happy to see you. But you know, there's some problems in life sometimes, like when you got relatives who are like jumping on top of you and they want a piece of you because you're famous and rich and all the women love you, and all your relatives are hanging out. They're always calling you up, asking you for money. Hey, that is crap. You don't want to deal with that. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is if you are famous like me and you got relatives who are trying to drag you down, don't let them do it. Don't give them any money. Okay, maybe take them out and buy them a drink and then smack them around and get rid of them. Because relatives like that are deadbeats and you don't need it in your life. Take it from me, Stevie D, star of stage and screen and a lot of other illicit and illegal activities. Don't be stupid and get rid of those dumb relatives. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. Love you. I think. And we're back. If you're just joining us, I've created Stevie D University as a tax dodge. This esteemed institution is an unaffiliated, unaccredited online university whose diplomas are only recognized by Jiffy Lube and the Communist Party of North Korea. This first class of the year was sent a syllabus of the books I expect them to have memorized by the end of the course. Let's test their knowledge right now regarding the assigned readings for today. Ms. Fontaine, please recite the U.S. Constitution and how it relates to the justification of white male domination in our society, or please describe the undergarments you wear to bed every night and how you put them on. You got 3 minutes, babe.
I don't believe you would ask such a rude question. My undergarments are none of your business. How dare you? This is sexual harassment. We do not allow this in Canada, but where you are, you grab them by the... Never mind. Let's get to the Constitution. The world needs more Canada. That's all I can say. I, being from Canada, have decided to read the entire Constitution because here in Canada, we learn things. We're scholars. Before we speak, we learn things. So I am reading the Constitution, which was founded by 13 states of white Anglo-Saxon men who are trying to rule the world. And why? Why? So they can collect taxes. They can collect taxes and pay themselves for collecting taxes. While we poor peasants, the French, the Polish, the Irish, the Africans, the Caribbeans, the Chinese can work for them for next to nothing. That's what your Constitution is all about. It is terrible. It's a caste system. Oh, it's very upsetting. That's why we want to build a wall. We want to build a wall and keep you people out.
Wait. We're building the wall, not you.
No,
you can't build the wall.
No, every man in Canada wants to help build a wall. And they say they will not charge anyone. They'll do it for free.
Come down here and help us build the wall to Mexico.
No, our wall. 5,500 miles of wall between Canada and the United States of America. Can you imagine that?
I'm imagining. Okay.
Our people that's nothing.
Fascinating. We thank them. We thank them very much.
We think you people are crazy down here.
What people are you talking about? You people. You sound, hey, this is getting a little
Well,
bit,
You know, the people who are running your country, these white, whatever males that you talk about, they're terrible people. They're trying to control all the little people.
well, it's just a little control. It's not a big control. It's just,
Oh, but no money, no money. It's money, 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 money.
right,
Big money here, little money there.
that's
It's not a way to run a country.
okay.
We're
Well,
very
Ms.
upset in
Fontaine,
Canada.
it's been a pleasure. We'll be speaking to you again very shortly. You didn't tell us anything about your undergarments, but that's okay. Maybe next time.
A little
Um,
flannelette.
Right. Mr. Federico, from the readings you were supposed to have finished before class today, that is, please choose from these categories to present your findings. The difficulty of nail polish removal from your left nostril. Does crying silently in public really scare small children? Or how it feels so wonderful to squeeze someone's throat while singing the Star Spangled Banner in the key of E. You got 3 minutes.
Well, my first would be, I would say, letter D on the options. And the reason I say D because a flag is such a big word. I can remember watching the Super Bowl and the score was the fourth quarter, 2010. And they got the penalty and there's the big words that came, Super Bowl Sunday. Your team makes it. You did it big. You hit it big. It's your day. Super Bowl Sunday. And right there in the fourth quarter, right on the big screen, it says 2010 FLAG, flag. And so I was just very, very, very upset. And ever since then, I have very put a lot of effort to think about maybe what, the word flag is, because we have flags to represent countries. Like Canada, I love the Canada flag. I love Razor Ruddock. One of my favorite fighters from Canada was Razor Ruddock. He had the left uppercut.
Mr. Federico Hammerschmidt, quick question. Did your mother have any children that lived? It's not a trick question. Think about it.
It was, they say we used back in the Hammersteins, had to flee the rage of fires. How would you believe that this is planet Earth and they have fires? And Mr. Hammerstein was born to a Hammerstein there in the German area. And this was back in the 1500s. And they say, oh, he's lying. He's not telling the truth. I've been telling him. I've been here in the very area since early 1800s. And to
Mr.
answer your
Hammerschmidt,
question,
yes. How much were you planning on bribing your instructor to get a D- in this course?
Oh, well, I would say when we go to the grading structure, it has never been Johnny A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus. It has never been that. It's always been right around the time you hit the corner,
Thank you, Mr. Hammerschmidt. We'll be back just in a few moments. That was wonderful. Last, Mr. Mayberry, please enlighten us with your findings from today's readings.
So I just want to know, is the comments from the other students going to be on the test?
What? No.
The comments from the other, no. Okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know yet.
Okay. So with the assigned reading, now you had assigned the reading, the book, Jewish Hockey Stars of the Gobi Desert. I found that book and it was a little thin. So as you recall, I did propose reading a different book to do an analysis of. And that book, of course, is, well, you insisted that it has to be a book about San Francisco. So I have read cover to cover the entire San Francisco phone book.
And I don't see this in the syllabus at all.
Well, you were kind of whacked out on model airplane glue and Kool-Aid when you gave me the okay to use this other book.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
normal.
had written it down. Now, shall I continue with the analysis? Or
yes,
did you,
please.
Okay, so it started off with a lot of stuff about the government. So I read that as a highly intertextual, autospecific, didactic deconstruction of the state. Now, as you move into the second chapter, it's about people, nothing but people.
Okay.
And it begins with Mr. Aaron A. Aardvark at 1839 Pine Street, apartment 37B. Now, that's all we know about him. There's no number. There's no phone number. It's just his name.
Mr. Mayberry, please.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
How do you expect to pass this course without bribing your instructor?
Well, I had thought about that, and since I know that you're a worse instructor than Trump University, or I can receive worse instruction than Trump University, I was planning, and I also heard that you're cheap. What? Oh, yeah.
Number one.
I heard you're extremely cheap and that you're easy to bribe, and therefore, it was going to be a mixture of Val packs that you get in the mail and Groupons.
Okay, that's great. So
I
now
have
that we've
loonies
learned
and
so
toonies.
much about how to sell classified American documents to Russia, let's hear from our classic entertainer again. What? What do you mean he's not here? Oh, Jesus. All right, cut to a commercial. We're cutting to a commercial. What happened? I thought you booked this guy. Jeez.
Hi, I'm Buddy Tagliani from the law offices of Tagliani, Mondale, and Stalin, specializing in contract law, mergers, acquisitions, and the legal justification for denying Canadians entrance into this country. Those damn Canadians! Have you ever been denied entrance to a children's hospital because you have the coronavirus and they all claim, ooh, you're going to infect the children? Have you been accused of coughing on coworkers, not because you're sick, simply because you just don't like them and they have banned you from the office? Call us. We'll get you in. We're so good that Roy Cohn ranked us the 17th most effective law firm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Call us today. We'll get you that settlement.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you again. It's me, Stevie D. You know that already. Anyway, listen, I got a story to tell you, and it has to do with tuna. You know, tuna, that fish that some people like, some people don't like. Well, let me tell you a story about how tuna changed my life and how tuna is going to save the world. So I was like in the hospital. I was ready to die. I had something up my nose. I had the IV. I had the bandage. I had the thing on the head, the heart. Oh, man, I was ready to die. All of my relatives, they were there. Well, the ones I like, and they were there trying to help me, and there was nothing. The doctor said could be done. So there's one old guy who was walking with a cane, who was walking down the hallway in the hospital. He saw me because the door was open because some dumb, mopping the floor. They leave the door open, the stupid idiots, So anyway, this guy comes in and he sees me and he says, "Hey, Stevie D, I know how to save your life." And I couldn't talk. I barely looked at him and I thought, get rid of this guy. I couldn't say anything. And he said, "If you eat tuna, you're going to feel great and it's going to save your life and you're going to save the world one day." And so he opened a can of tuna and he put it right in front of me there on the tray. And then he left and it smelled really bad. And so I just got all the power I could, all the energy I had left. I got up and I just said, okay, I'll try the tuna. Who knows? I ate the tuna. And before I knew it, I was eating the whole can of tuna fish. And within 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, I felt great. I felt wonderful. It was unbelievable. And then I just kept eating a can of tuna every day. And now I'm going to save the world. So my advice to you is eat a can of tuna every day and you will save the world. And you don't even have to worry about how you're going to do it. It's just going to come to you. You're going to eat the tuna. You're going to save the world. So that's my tip of the day for everybody out there watching. I love you all. Eat some tuna, save the world, and we'll see you very soon. Bye. And we're back. Now, each student was given a special project to prepare for today's class. Each will be given a few moments to present their research. This is very important. So let's start with Mr. Mayberry this time. Mr.
Right.
Mayberry, you've got 3 minutes.
Well, you did assign me the book Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka to read and deconstruct. And what I've decided to do was look at it in sort of an autospecific intertextual cognitive sense to try to determine its worth and value. Now,
what many people do, how many people interpret metamorphosis is different. Now, some may see it's a commentary on the ancient industrial society. I see it as science fiction. Now, if one day your brother wakes up and he's a 6-foot cockroach, my first instinct, not to go to work, not just to continue your life, not to feed it apples. I don't know what Franz Kafka was
Mr.
thinking.
Mayberry,
Yes.
if I can be so kind as to ask you,
Please.
have I asked you yet how you expect to pass this course without bribing the instructor?
You did, and I did respond. It will be a combination of Valpak coupons and online Groupons, as well as some seashells.
Okay. Why don't you lighten us with Moby Dick? Do you know the book?
Oh,
Ever read
sure,
it?
Moby Dick, indeed. Now, it's funny, I wasn't expecting to be asked about Moby Dick, but since I have read it on my own in the just for this situation, anticipation that you may ask me about it. Moby Dick, of course, is a book about selfish, woke sailors that interfere with a entrepreneurial sea captain's chance to live his entrepreneurial dream and chase the white whale. Yet the how would you describe them? We don't want to work. We just want our lattes and avocado toast. We don't want to live a dream like capturing a white whale.
Wonderful.
Am I
That's
right?
wonderful, Mr. Mayberry. I thank you very much. You might still pass the course. Now, Ms. Fontaine, your presentation, please.
Okay, so let's talk about Justin Trudeau a little bit more. He's of that generation that I'll work 8 weeks and then I'll collect POGI. You all know what POGI is, right? That's
Is that like peanut
unemployment
butter?
insurance. Yeah, it's a P word. We call it POGI in Canada. It's a check that you get for the government for not working. We do this in Canada all the time. That's why
Really?
we're such a great country. Everybody
anybody
wants
can get
to
this
come
money?
to our country. What's that?
Anybody can get this money?
Yeah, if you work 8 weeks, then you apply for it and you say, I've worked 8 weeks and I don't have a job, so can I have some assistance? And
I like
everybody
this.
gets it. Do you like
I
that?
like this. I love it.
So you can come to it like we want people in our country because we're a big country and we're only 38 million people and we need more people. So we invite you all. Immigration, the best immigration policy. Come to Canada, free healthcare, free POGI.
Now,
free
let me ask you
free
this, Miss
that.
Miss Fontaine. Would they let someone like me come up and subjugate the minorities there?
I know I have a PhD, but what does subjugate mean?
Mr. Mayberry, can you enlighten us a little bit here?
Yes, subjugate Canada, so much more intelligent. Subjugate is obviously
we don't like to use big words.
Let me just get to the
I
root
hate 'em
derivation
too.
of it.
Can't stand 'em.
Subjugate is about submarines and garden gates. It's the gate, the submarine that's in front of the gate, the subjugate.
Oh.
Can't believe I have to
All right.
explain that.
No wonder I didn't understand that word. We don't have submarines where I come from. We only have boats, big boats.
Miss Fontaine, I have a question for you that the members of the board of Stevie D University have put together specifically for this first class and for you. Now,
Okay.
I want to know, how can people swindle millions of dollars out of poor, unsuspecting idiots living in mobile homes by selling them tainted candy door to door?
Well, we only give out candy on Halloween in Canada. I don't know what you do here, but this is not a problem that we have. We are too busy, shooting moose and venison and salting our cod. Have you heard of salt?
Oh, that's
and
at least
cod?
worth a B minus.
Salt and cod. I have
Salt and
here's
cod.
my cod book. Oh, here's my cod book. See,
Oh.
Salt and cod. This
Okay.
is how we live in Canada. We fish cod and we salt cod. And we are so busy, making sure we have food for the winter, the cold winter. Mine it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit, that we need to salt our food. So we salt our cod, we salt our pigs, we salt everything.
You use it as underarm deodorant?
Well, there is salt in underarm deodorant, but we wouldn't use cod for that. That's
Yeah, I'm
not a good
smart.
idea.
Smart.
Not cod. Don't use
Okay.
cod.
Mr. Excuse me, sweetheart. Mr. Mayberry,
Sure.
have you ever heard of this salted cod ploy?
I don't think you should assault God. I mean, I don't know what kind of atheists are up in Canada, but assaulting God is.
That's what
I
she
mean, look,
said. Something about salting somebody.
Well,
as a snake handler myself, my religion is very important, and because snake handling it brings one closer to God. We don't assault God.
Okay. Thank you very much,
So-
Mr. Mayberry. Listen, everyone. Stevie D University, they just hand me that script, by the way, has the highest standards of a fraudulent tax shelter online university. Not only are our graduates hired by the finest donut purveyors, they have the highest rates of adult clinical depression. So we are number one. Now that you have completed the exhausting 17-minute course on nuclear physics and their checks cleared, our first class is over and it's time for me to hightail it to the bar around the corner to spend your money on inebriation and showgirls. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Special Moments with Stevie D. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
What
Love
about
you.
what about the
Bye.
diploma? Don't I get a
Bye.
diploma?
Yeah,
Next
where
week's
is my
course.
diploma?
Don't I
Send
get
it to Canada. Send it
Well,
to
what?
Canada.
Thank you.
Yes. Send it. Send it. Look at our Mounties. Woohoo!
Wait a minute.
Do you like that?
I need a certificate. I mean, how am I going to get my free school lunch?
Well, I don't know.